Good morning, Flosstube. I am Leanne, Stitchy Moon Crafts, and welcome to my channel. This morning is very rough and ready. I am hoping I have enough storage on my phone. I've tried this the last couple of weeks and haven't had it and gave up, thought I'm just not going to do it. So I apologise for all of this. No styled hair or any glamorous looking, not that I usually do, but you know. I'm just going to go at this, no particular order, and hopefully get a bit of a WIP parade done. So the last time I think I stopped by would have been in June or July of last year, when I actually did a WIP parade then. So I have touched a few pieces, not as many as I would have liked, but had a lot going on. But anyway, this is a WIP parade. I will be doing a Flosstube update in the next couple of weeks. So let's go. All right, I'll start with what I'm currently working on, which is during autumn, I normally work on my Ultimate Hawk Run Hollow. This year I didn't get around to doing it because I was a bit obsessed with my Lisa Parker, which I'll show later. So this is, oh, I'm sorry about the sun. So this is what I'm doing, but I'm only doing up to, wrangling myself, those ones. So I'm not bothering with these ones because they're Halloween and Thanksgiving. I'm specifically focusing on autumn, which is my favorite time of year. So I will focus on that. I am going to do the little witch and the moon, the witch and the ghosties. I will do them separately. Not sure what I'll do with them, but at this point in time, it's just a matter of getting them done, which is always, I'd say, half the battle, but I think that's probably the battle, is getting them done. I am pretty sure that I'm pretty sure I know exactly how I'm going to display this, but we'll see. So I hope the sun isn't too bad and that you can see. So that's what I've done so far. So I'm up to I'm doing block 6, the witch and the moon. I needed some moon love at the moment, so I was like going to get block 6 done. Normally I like to go in numerical order, do block 5, but going with block 6 today. And most of that I did yesterday at my cross stitches. So I attend Brisbane cross stitches. I go to the Sunshine Coast chapter, and that way I get to catch up with my friends up there. And I'm literally halfway between the two, so you know, it's a nice day, and we go till 4. So yeah, I love that. It's a nice day out, catching up with friends, and you all get it. So I'll just quickly put that one away because that's my current piece, and it's just occurred to me why I'm having sight problems. I actually have the wrong eyes on, so bear with me 2 seconds. Much better. Now I can see. I just thought it was the glare of the sun. Oh dear. Okay, this is my oldest WIP, and it's actually, I shouldn't even consider it a WIP anymore because I realized that I've actually done it on the wrong way. So I was unsure what I should do with it. Actually, I take that back. I don't think I have. I think it is in the right direction. It should be. The Ada is feral, but that's okay. It's full coverage. No, actually, I'm pretty sure I've done it in the right way. I we'll continue. I was going to get rid of this one because I thought I'd done it incorrectly, but I haven't. It is a piece that was purchased off eBay. I know now, so please don't come at me in the comments about copyright or, you know, rip off things. This was when I first got back into cross stitch, so I didn't know then at the time about brands, companies, that sort of thing, buying off eBay, whatever. So I know now. I don't do it now. So, but my most favorite painting of all time, and by Vincent van Gogh, Starry Night. So that, now that I know it's actually not orientated the wrong way, I will actually continue with that, because I would like to see that finished. As I said, it's my most favorite painting of all time. Well, actually, yeah, it's my most favorite. I have a second one, which is a John Waterhouse. I can't remember what it's called, but yeah, anyway, digress. That is my oldest WIP. I am unsure. Let me see, because I've got my book here. I think I started that, it was pre-2019. 2016 I started that one. So pre-moving, pre-life that I have now. So I shouldn't be storing this in the hoop. I have next Plum Street Samplers Pomegranate Santa. I started this last year, I believe, in my year of Christmas that I did with Gail from Wombat Hollow Crafts. She had Christmas 365. So I'm almost done with Pomegranate Santa. I do love this piece. I've done other ones of their Christmas series, so I will come back to that probably at Christmas this year. And I'm using, on the Autumn at Hawk Run, I'm doing 28 count even weave. It was out of the batch that I bought back in 2020 when I thought the whole world was going to run out of fabric. Coffee dyed by myself, and then with the Starry Night, that was on 14 count Ada. It was bought as a kit, so it's all the call for colours. My Hawk Run I'm doing on DMC. I would have loved to have done it on Fancy Floss, but the budget just wasn't going to, it just wasn't there. So I couldn't do that. My Lisa Parker one is also just here. My favourite piece of all time. It resembles my cat Loki. And this I've been going since 2019, September of 2019. Okay, and I've been working on it. I've done quite a bit on this in the last couple of months. So this has probably been the biggest thing that I've been working on of late. I was determined to get the book done. I know there is a mistake on this. I went one stitch too far. So I decided to do the book so as I could make sure there were absolutely no mistakes in that, because with all the filigree in the book, whoops, we have a rogue needle. In that, you would definitely see if there was a mistake. So, which I did not want. And Lisa Parker, I love her designs. And it very much appeals to my taste. So for those of you that are not familiar with the Witching Hour, that is, oh dear. There we go. That's the one. And so I'm working here on the book. Sorry, there's just no easy way to show that. I want to finish from that. So it is a piece that's never put away. I am planning to just keep it out and just keep working on it every possible time I can. I have gone back to doing rotations just at the moment while I get myself stitching. I just want to stitch on every piece I have before the end of the year because I have plans for next year. And so we'll see how that plan goes. It's always a challenge to find time. So I'm just going to, so Autumn at Hawk Run, I started in August of 2020. And I love that. So I'm working on that now. I try and do a block each autumn season. But this year that didn't work, but that's okay. Next I've got Moonshine. I don't know what to do with this piece. I do enjoy it. It's got the moon, which, you know, I just love. This is it. And it says, "The moon said to me, do not wait to be whole. Let your light shine from the depths of your soul." So I do like it, but look at her face. It's just, it creeps me out. I'm not sure I'm going to continue with this. I don't know yet. It's in the think about pile. I'm doing this on, if I got this, yes I do. I'm doing this on 28 count even weave silver ash from Sew It All Australia. I don't know if you can see any of the sparkle. Hopefully the sun might actually work to my advantage. So I decided, being moon, it needed a bit of, you know, sparkle. But I used all the call for except for I used a toile on the moon part of it. Talk about devil's pubes. I hate that. I hate the toile. Look, it did look great. Did it make a difference? Should I have stuck with the call for? Probably. But that's okay. Learning experience. I'm not sure when I'll pick this up again next. I'm not sure that I love it anymore, and I think this is probably the only piece that I can say that I'm just not feeling love with that. So for now, we'll just keep it to one side. And yeah, we'll just see how we go from there, because I don't want to be stitching and wasting my time on stuff that I'm not loving. So okay. Next we have, so in 2020 I did the Spooktober with Donna Lee Designs studio. Nicole, that was her baby, and I think she's doing it again this year. So my plan is to finish any Halloween ones or witchy ones that I have. And I actually think, I actually think this is the last of that lot that I did. So this is Durene Jones, When Witches Ride. It just says, "When witches ride and black cats are seen, the moon laughs and whispers, 'tis near Halloween." And because I love Halloween, I love Durene Jones. So now with the moon and the little faces in the house, I chose to use glow-in-the-dark floss. And I think that is part of why I haven't finished. No, actually I miscounted the border, that's right. So I had to frog the border and redo it, which I have now done. Now this is going to be needing something put behind it. Does that work? Oh yeah, that's probably okay. I'm so sorry about the sun. So I haven't finished the border. Yeah, so I'm working on that. So that's all I've got done. So come October this year, I would like to get a finish out of that because it's mostly wording. So there's no reason why this year that should not be finished. So that's my plan, to get that done and to do it in the Spooktober. So with this one, I'm using all the DMC called for, and I'm doing it on 14 count Navy Ada from Sew It All Australia. And this bag came from, anyway, this bag came from the UK, and I just love that it's inside is old jeans and it's got sparkle on the vinyl. I do love the vinyl bags, and I usually get them from Donna Lee Designs because I like how they're done. They have variety of size, but I just thought this was very cute. So let's see what we've got next. So I found my book, so I am kind of semi-doing an order, but not. And because I forget what's in each of the bags, it's kind of like, you know, potluck. I think this is my mini Deer Creek. So this one I did as a New Year, New Start. If I can get it out there. Yes, my mini Deer Creek. It's Heaven Earth Designs, artwork by Donna Gelsinger. Now my printer at the time was a bit dodgy, so it does look fairly washed out. Trying to do the least glare. So I love this. I saw Darren from Dizzy Stitcher, he did it, and he's doing a second one because I believe the first one he sent off as a gift and the second one he's doing for himself. I'm actually doing it in tent stitch. Don't know if that was the best decision, because it's made it really bulky at the back, and that's what kind of puts me off. Because I need to probably put it, I'm sorry for the crinkling. I need to put it into a Q-snap maybe, rather than have it on, rather than have it in a hoop, because I do stitch in a hoop. So I have done right across the top. Pretty happy with what I have got done. And it's a piece that I normally bring out in autumn also, but this year I haven't done any seasonal stitching. I'm just stitching when it suits me, when I have time. It's not so much when it suits me, but time. It's the enemy of every cross stitcher and crafter, I think. So doing that on 25 count easy grid Ada with all the call for DMC colors. I was really lucky with that. Actually, my kids and their dad bought it for me for Christmas. I just let Nicole from Donna Lee Designs have the details for it. She sorted it, sent it to him, and it was under the tree. So Santa came. Okay, so I'm loving that. I really do enjoy it when I get doing it, but it's just a bit frustrating when I have to put it in the hoop, or when I'm, anyway, it is what it is. So actually, I'll do this one. It's like Christmas again, because I don't know what's in half of these. Oh, okay. So this one is Cuore batticuore. Halloween in quilt. This one I've sort of at a standstill with. I don't mind it. It's cute and I will get it done. But it was, actually, I think I started this one at in 2020 with Spooktober. In fact, I'm pretty sure I did because it's on the 28 count even weave, coffee dyed by me from the fabric stash that I was scared was going to run out. So that's all I've done at this point. I'm using all the DMC called for. It is a really cute little stitch. Do I love it enough to continue going? I just don't know. I don't know, but it's there. It'll come out at Halloween stitching time, because I'm pretty sure Nicole is doing the Spooktober again this year. Even if she's not, I always stitch in the Halloween theme through the month of October. And even September I generally start because that's pre-Halloween season. That's the warm-up to Halloween season, I think. So I love Halloween. It's so much fun. Not the Halloween horror, but the Halloween, you know, vintage. Yeah. So having a look at my book here. Oh, Halloween Sampler. That's this one. Yeah. Yes. So absolutely love these books. So Teresa Kogut has a series of books. I think like Hello Spring. I can't think of the others. I think they are all seasonal actually. I've got Hello Halloween. I think I've got Hello Spring. But anyway, so I'm doing the Halloween Sampler. I started this as a New Year, New Start with Nicole. Was it 23, I think? That's where I'm up to. I absolutely love this. There is nothing about this piece that I don't enjoy, other than lack of time. So I cannot wait to bring that out in, well, actually, I think I'm going to bring this one out in September as a warm-up to Halloween because I just love it. And it's a sampler, so doing sampler September, I used to like the idea of that. And I think I have done a few samplers, but they've been Halloween ones, yeah. Kind of samplers, maybe. I just want to point out the cutest little needle minder. I got that from Gail from Wombat Hollow Crafts. When we were doing the, I was going to do, Hawk Run at Halloween, which I really do want to do. I think Gail has started that. And I'm pretty sure Nicole has as well. I don't want to have two hawk runs going at the same time. So I've decided I'll finish my autumn hawk run, which I'm not too far off getting a finish. And then I can progress on to that one. So doing this on 28 count even weave, coffee dyed by myself. This one was the last of the fabric for the stash of 2020. I bought so much fabric. It's really quite shocking. So I did that. And the plan was, I think I was going to do it, finish it in the year. So Nicole and I started it, but it's still going. I don't know if Nicole's finished hers. I'll get there. So next up, I have my Ragnarok. I have been working quite a bit on this one. I've put about 3,000 stitches into that in the last 2 weeks. So my work shift, I was starting later in the day, so I had mornings where I could stitch. So Long-Dog Sampler, that really did not make it any better. Long-Dog Sampler, Ragnarok. This just sings to my little pagan heart. It has everything on there about the Norse mythology, Norse tales, and I wanted to go with a vintage woad. So like for those of you that are sort of, maybe this side, that's probably more true to colour. Those of you that are familiar with like the Picts and that sort of history, they used a lot of that. So Silks for You was so wonderful. I think I drove them insane trying to find the right one. So they got the right blue for me, or the right woad as the colour is. So this is where I'm at. So I think I believe that I'd done the crow and that leaf, and I did, so the anchor, everything else onwards except the wording. So and it's so easy to stitch this being monotone, and I loving the silks, like it is just such a joy to stitch on. Doing 28 count even weave, coffee dyed by myself. This was my fabric that was originally marked for Halloween at Hawk Run. That's why I chose to do Ragnarok at the time. So I'm loving doing this, and I would like to see a finish on that this year. I'm probably really pushing. Yeah, it's not going to happen this year. Just looking at it, it's pretty intense. Being a long dog sampler, there's so much in there, so much hidden that you don't know until you do it and you go, oh. I love everything about this piece. There is absolutely everything on this piece is a joy to stitch. So that will stay in rotation because I want it to, simply. I love it. So it's just so nice to stitch on. And Sew It All Australia's fabric is really nice. Their even weave is lovely to stitch on. Now this piece, I don't know when I started this one, but it is a, here we go, Halloween Eve by Blackbird Designs. It is the companion piece to Night Watch. So this is Halloween Eve. This is what I'm doing. I love this. I'm doing this on even weave, 28 count. It's actually rustic. So that's the back of it. It's printed, but I'm not doing it on that side. You may remember that I did, this is Night Watch. So, and I mucked up the border. So I took the border out. But now I'm doing the companion piece, which is the Halloween Eve, and that's where I'm at. So that will also come out for Spooktober, and doing that with the called for DMC on 28 count even weave. It is called Rustique, but I'm not using the printed side. It's really quite nice. I've coffee dyed it, so it just makes it stand out a bit more, but I'm using the plain side. And that is in a bag that I got from cross stitching retreat put on by the Brisbane cross stitchers. The bag is by Divana Lee Designs. It's just too cute with pumpkins and cats and what have you. So that one, yeah, will come out again. Another piece that I have is, oh, that one I started in September of 2024. Okay, and the Halloween sampler that I showed, the Teresa Kogut one, I started that in 2022. Okay. This one here is a, I don't know if I don't know why I didn't write this down on in my starts. It's a bellpull. I think because this was such a last minute decision. I saw Audrey from Stitchy Witch 42 was doing it. Now I'm so far behind on my floss tubes. I haven't caught up with any of the recent ones. So I don't know if Audrey has finished hers. This is, I saw it and went, I need to have that in my life now. So it's Stitchy Witchy bellpull. And I can't remember if I got it off 123 Stitch or Etsy. But this is it, and I just absolutely love it. And I'm using Silks for You from this. So I bought a hank at the last, that red one's not part of it, at the last retreat that I went to about 2 years ago, because I haven't been able to go to the last couple. But Silks for You, I think it was maybe a mist dye, but I love it. It's got a bit of blues, bit of purple. It's great. And then I'm using just a sample that I got also from Silks for You. It's kind of a burgundy purple. Absolutely love working with that floss. And I'm working on a 28 count linen from Donna Designs. It's called Halloween, the colour. So Nicole dyes absolutely beautiful fabric, and the sun is working in my favour because that is pretty much accurate. It reminds me of one, I can't think, look, anyway, it doesn't matter. I love this. It drove me nuts because I actually made the moons, I reversed them. I wanted them to be the Southern Hemisphere moons. So I managed to get it. And it drove me insane doing it, but I did it. You wouldn't think that just reversing the moons would be that hard, but my brain just really struggled to compute what I was doing. This is, I hate linen. I'll just put it out there. I've never had a good experience. I was sold linen by a shop that I went in and I told her that I was not familiar, had never stitched on linen before. She had a sale on and I think she just wanted to get rid of the linen. She wasn't listening, and I just had the worst experience, and it cost me a lot of money that I didn't have at the time. Well, I still don't have, but and yeah, so I was never going to stitch on linen again. And Nicole actually said to me, try some linen on, it was actually my Carolyn Manning, so I gave that a crack and I absolutely love it. I love the linen that I've got from her, and I bought this at the Brisbane Cross Stitches retreat, along with the little bag. Can't have witchy stuff without it being in a witchy bag. So doing that on with called, sorry, I'm not doing call for colours. I've chosen my own colours, but I'll bring that out in Halloween, in Spooktober. I'm getting a bit flustered, sorry, because I'm worried about my phone running out of life, storage. So this is the Carolyn Manning one, because I'm trying to do this in one lot, because we all know that I can't edit, and I don't edit. It's usually as it is. So the Rebel Stitches, my little group of friends, we, hello girls, all did a Carolyn Manning piece. Let me just turn it around so there's no chart. So I think Nicole, Gail and I, Gail from Wombat Hollow Crafts, Nicole from Divana Lee Designs, and I did this piece, the Yuletide Garden, and Jenny, who's Jen Stitch on Instagram, and Michelle, I'm so sorry, I will put her handle down below because I've had a brain glitch on who she is on Instagram. She chose a different one, I think a Halloween one, and Jenny chose a fairy one. But they're all Carolyn Manning, and they're absolutely lovely to stitch on. So this was my first crack at, my first re-crack, I should say, at using linen again, because as I said, my first experience was horrible. I'm doing it, the color is called Wicked, and it's 32 count. And this hopefully will show the greenie of it. So that's what I've done now. So I've done a fair bit on it. The fabric is just beautiful. Like, it's so nice to work with, and it's easy. I have no stress about it. So, and the colors are beautiful together on this fabric. And it's funny because each of us have done different fabric, same color floss, different fabric, and they look completely different. So it's funny how fabric makes or breaks the piece. And that I would like to try and get that finished maybe this year. Do that in my Christmas stitching in December, but we'll see how we go. So we started that one in 23 maybe. Let me see if I have it here. Yes, 23. So that was our New Year, New Start in 2023 with the girls, Rebel girls. And also in a bag, I had all this fabric from a quilt that I made. So, you know, Christmas Jack. So, we also did the following year in 2024, we did the Australian flag in coordination with Vivsters. Nicole and Gail collaborated with her to get the flags done. So, and it became quite a worldwide event really, because we had people from Brazil and everywhere. This was the one I chose. You could have this with like flakes, I think, from memory. I'm just going to quickly see if I have it. You had two designs to choose from. And I went with the stars. I don't think I have the other one. So I've gone with the stars. I'm doing this with Silks for You. I ordered the wrong blue. And I got PRO12, and it was the wrong colour, and it was by the time I realised I'd already started. So, and then the rest of the call fors. I'm not loving it, and I have stopped doing it because I just think if I'm going to invest all this time on doing the Australian flag, I want to love what I'm doing, and I don't. So I'm kind of at a standstill at the moment as to whether to continue. That's where I'm at now. So I haven't done a lot. And if I'm not going to frog any of this if I choose not to continue, but I believe I have enough fabric to continue without, if I cut this off. So the fabric is white 25 count even weave. I think I got this from Nicole. I think, yeah, I did. I got it from Nicole because she was able to supply everyone doing it with fabric if they wanted the white even weave. So we collaborated with Viv from Vivsters, or not me, but they did. And we started that on the 22nd of, oh my God, what am I talking about? On Australia Day, 26th of the 1st, January 24. And yeah, I did bring it out last year for Australia Day, but I don't know. I don't think I'm going to continue with that, at least not at this point, because I'm just not happy with it. And I couldn't have the Australian flag in something that was un-Australian, so we have koalas. Also, vinyl front, and of course another Donna Lee Designs bag. It's kind of like a drinking game. Every time I mention it, have a shot. Then I've got my last one I have is from the Primative Hare, the Wheel of the Year. Actually, it's not my last, I have another one. This one, Audrey again from Stitchy 42, told me to go over and have a look at her at Primative Hare, because she said the Wheel of the Year I would quite like, and she was dead on. I absolutely love this. I haven't given it the time that I would have liked, but it is in my rotation. So I started at Samhain or Halloween. Well, no, it's not Halloween. It's something different. It's autumn. Let's go with that. So I started there and working my way through now to Yule. So I don't know. I don't believe I started that this year. Sorry, just having a quick look, see if I wrote anything in here. No, I did just start with no date, which is really good of me. I'm sure it'll be on my Instagram. I'll go back, have a look, but yeah, I'm pretty sure I actually started that this year. But I can't be sure. Could be this year, could be last year. Kind of, it's all running into each other at the moment. The last 2 years I've had the last 3 years I've had some pretty major life-changing events happen. So, and honestly, this is probably the first year that I feel like I'm finally starting to come out the other side. Not all of those life-changing events were bad, but yeah, they were definitely ones that made an impact. And my last one that I have is actually another one inspired by Audrey from Stitchy 42. You're definitely a good influence, Audrey, and I really need to get back to catching up on your Flosstubes. I don't think I've watched Flosstube in probably at least 12 months. So I will catch up. That's what I'm going to do this afternoon, and I will go have a look at start with yours. So this is Stone Creek, Stone Creek Collection, their Halloween Afghan. Jenny from Gen Stitch, Rebel Stitches, has also done this. She's completed hers. I'm not sure where Audrey's at with hers. This is all I've done so far, so I'm not going to take it out of the Q-snap. Just get rid of those. The fabric is 28 count, 32 count. Dyed by myself. I don't know. I initially didn't want it this sort of purpley blue. I wanted just like a hint of grey, and I don't know whether I put too much in or what I did, but anyway, it was a happy accident. So I really loved the colour. I don't know if you can see, it's sort of a grey purpley sort of colour. I'm happy with how it turned out with, and I'm actually using CXC. This is my first experience with the CXC colours, and absolutely love it. I am a convert for all future projects. I think I'll be looking at CXC. Love the coverage. There's just nothing that I have found that has displeased me at this point in time. And I had the grime guard made for me by Nicole. She had this fabric that I think another friend of ours, Jenny, she had this fabric for something else, for a very I actually think it was for her Halloween Afghan. It's gnomes, like, so cute. And so I'll just remove the pattern. So I got Nicole to make me mine, and that's the inside. So I've got a grime guard. It does fit my Q snap in this, but I actually put everything in it, and then I just fold it over like that. So I know you're not supposed to, but it's mine and I can do whatever I like with it. So, but the gnome is so cute. I believe Nicole owns the rights to this fabric. So, I don't know if she still has any, but if you like it, definitely try and contact Nicole from Donna Lee Designs about it. She has quite a few fabrics, I believe, that she has designed. But this one, I might even, this will definitely come out in Spooktober. And I think I'll leave this one as my focus piece for then, because it's massive. Like, it's a whole Afghan. Like, it's huge. I used to think my Lisa Parker was my biggest project, but this now is definitely, I don't even know. So it's going to be, I don't know. I get confused with the measurements. This is just so cool. Everything about it, every section you look is just awesome. I love it. So pop over to Audrey at Stitchy Witch 42. She's got hers. I don't know whether she's finished hers yet or not. She's doing hers, I think, on 14 count. So it does, hers is bigger than what I'm doing. That is it from me today. So I did it under an hour, which is great. And my phone hasn't conked out, so even better. I plan to do a YouTube, Flosstube, in the coming weeks. One thing I will point out before I finish is these are the colours for the Afghan. They're beautiful colours. I'm yet to sort through them. And yeah, that's all of the colours. Oh wait, no. So we got those plus these. So I'm getting there. I will get them sorted. But sorry for the crinkling. The colours are just awesome. They're so beautiful. And I just couldn't afford to do that as a DMC. The CXC, I had seen, I'll just put it straight down. Jenny from Gen Stitch, she was doing hers in the CXC, and I just loved how it looked and how it felt. So yeah, that is it for me. I will be back hopefully in a couple of weeks with a regular Flosstube and life update. But otherwise, thank you for stopping by to see my WIP parade. Happy stitching, stay safe.